Today we're going to take a look at something a little bit different. Now, a while back, I was tipped off by a fellow YouTuber, and he said he'd gone into a Dollar Tree and found this comic book for $1. Now, granted, of course, the price has gone up. It's $1.25 now. So I ended up going to a Dollar Tree, a local Dollar Tree, where I live. And I picked up this issue, #1 of Final Faction, First Impact, the origin story. This comic book is 20 pages. I mean, what do you expect for $1.25, right? Having looked at this Final Faction comic and read it, this is certainly as good or better than much of the new Marvel and DC stuff that I've seen. So that's just to give you an idea, folks. Okay, as you can see on the cover, the art's not bad. You know, it's sci-fi action. That's what's going on here. You know, you've got multiple characters, of course, for the purposes of introducing the action figures, you know. And so let's get to the credits here on the back. I think the back cover is way better than the front cover. That's Diabol, or Diabol. You know, of course, the main bad guy there, and a few other characters here in the foreground. Now, it does say Final Faction. The action and adventure continues in, for some reason they've got it separated there, in Final Faction, issue #2, Karn Kingdom. Deep in the rainforests of Costa Rica, Alpha Team discover an insidious breach of our planet's defenses and expose General Diabol's devious scheme to establish a secret base on Earth, where the Karn will rule supreme. So that's kind of how it is. It's go time. All right. Here's the credits. Scriptwriter Toby Osborne, penciler and inker Chris Marinin, inking assistant Louis Rivera, colorist Mimi Simon, letterers John Hebink and Mike Manley, and then spoof ad page artist Pete McDowell. Yes, there is a spoof ad page, which we will take a look at here momentarily. But so, in any case, that's the credits. You got the whole thing. So, basically, you open it up here, and here's what you got. You got on your left side, these are, at this time, these are all the action figures that they offered with their accessory packs, right? You know, you got the main characters here: Sergeant Steadfast, Shift, Steel, Ruck, ACRM, which is like a kind of a, you know, robot unit. And of course, then their extra gear, heavy arms, air assault, stuff like that. Then you got the bad guys, Brute, Drone, Synthoid, and their gear, extra gear. Now all of these, each of these, you know, action figures are $1.25. They have 5 articulation points. 5. Okay, so, you know, obviously head, arms, legs. That's it. 5 points of articulation. But, I mean, okay, they're $1.25, folks, each, you know. And I will show you. I picked up several, so we'll be showing you those very soon. In any case, you got, you know, more accessories here. And, of course, part of Alpha Team 1 Series 2, you've got a hilarious, kind of like a robotic canine, but it's a real dog. It's apparently a Chihuahua or small type of dog called Churro, who goes inside the robot dog, right? So he controls the robot dog, and he helps these other guys fight the Karn. You know, so we have in Series 2 all these other characters. I'll show you some of them shortly. And they added, of course, more Karn characters down here. They even have, you may be able to make out down here, they have these, the ATV, Aero ATV, limited edition. And of course the Battle Ready conversion kit. So all of these, you know, separately are $1.25. People on a budget, if people are, kind of thinking, what am I going to get my kid for, Christmas? This is a really great option right here, folks. So in any case, let's go to the, a little bit of the story. Okay, this is the year 2050, right? And you have Sergeant Steadfast, and he's in his backyard, and he's grilling up some food here, and he's got his little dog Churro, who I just mentioned, and Churro's all waggy. He wants some food. But then suddenly, there's an explosion. Boom! And, yeah, it turns out that the moon there's been an explosion on the moon. Basically, what's going on, once again, I'm not going to, if you're going to get this comic book at Dollar Tree, I don't want to give away much. There's this, civilization, the Karn, who are supposedly the bad guys, okay, more or less, that are inside the moon. Okay, that's what it's showing here. So, and then there's Diablo right here. Inside the mothership's hive, Diablo awakens. So there he is right there. He's waiting. And there's the chick Shift. She's the lead female character of the good guys. And she has some kind of extrasensory perception. And as you can see here now, I want to point out some art style. If that's not Kirby-esque, I don't know what is. There are some really freakish creatures in this. I will be showing you some of the action figures on this. But as you can see, Steadfast is battling this bizarre creature here. And so it goes on. I'm not going to give away much here, on it. But what's really funny, without giving away the very end, that would be kind of stupid, wouldn't it? Here we go. Here's their fake kind of satirical ad page, which I think you get a kick out of. Okay? So you got stuff like Professor Bizarro's disappearing potion. One drop and you vanish into thin air. Imagine the possibilities of invisibility. Of course, they're channeling those comic books, right? Back in the day, 70s, 80s in particular. It's got an 80s vibe to it, folks. It definitely has an 80s, maybe a 90s vibe, a bit. But the back page I'm going to, defer to here because it is better, I think, kind of better than the front page. I think the way that Diablo looks, he looks really cool. The setup is really groovy. They got a couple of the characters in here. And so, yeah, I would definitely say that this comic book is worth $1.25. There's no doubt about it. I think, for sci-fi action, once again, I'll say I have read worse in newer Marvel and DC stuff. Absolutely, beyond a doubt. The art is certainly equal to a lot of recent Marvel DC stuff, and you may be saying, well, that's not saying a lot, Mike. However, keep in mind, this is $1.25. Without further ado, let's take a look at some of the action figures involved. Now here's the man of the hour. Right here, this is Sergeant Steadfast. And, yeah, he's, the lead. I mean, he's definitely the star of the whole show. There's no doubt about it. He's the lead character and of the good guys, and these guys are battling the Karn, so he's the lead cat. And as you can see, it comes with his weapon. He's got his helmet separately here. 5 points of articulation. It's $1.25, folks. Okay? It's $1. On the back, you have, they give him power ratings, strength, speed, agility, stamina, durability. His origins, born and raised in the United States. Highly experienced in special operations combat rescue. Steadfast lost his left arm and was gravely injured during the first Karn raid, which is in this, so You get that. So, and then of course it has Series 1, both team members and their enemy, Karn. In the year 2050, a large asteroid collided with our moon. Among the debris, we discovered a hibernating alien mothership. Now the Karn are awake, and they want to plunder our precious natural resources. So we recruited a team of special operatives to defend Earth from the alien threat. They are the Final Faction. There you go. All right. Now, needless to say, these are made in China. Okay. Spoiler alert. Made in China. Yeah, $1.25. Here is Shift. Okay. Now, this is the woman I said with kind of extrasensory powers. And it does, and you can scan this. It says scan to watch the Final Faction cartoon. Now, these, all 3 episodes are on YouTube. Just to let you know, just look up Final Faction. This is Riptide. Now, he is definitely like he does underwater maneuvers and stuff. You know, he's a specialist, underwater specialist, as they say here. 5 points of articulation. It says 3 color changing pieces. I'm not quite sure what the heck that is. Here is Churro. Right now, as you can see, you got the dog, yeah, the little dog. I'm going to try to bring this up, give you a little better look at that. You can see the little dog. And the dog literally goes inside here. This opens up. You put the little doggy in, and he's ready for action, folks. So that's kind of impressive, actually, for a $1.25 action figure. They've come out with limited edition. This one is Venom. Now, why is it Venom? Well, if you get a good look there, you see that the character has got green on him. It looks actually really cool. Yeah, it says Poisonous Edition. Now, this is Brute. Brute. Check out that thing. He's kind of a monster. You can see there. I mean, that's a hefty little toy there. Action figure. Once again, $1.25. The final one in the package I want to show you is Synthoid. Okay? And he looks pretty wicked, as you can see. Now, momentarily, we're going to take a look at some of these out of the package. I just wanted to show you how some of them looked packaged. Here we go with some of the action figures. Now, we're going to start off with Sergeant Steadfast. And he's cruising in his ATV. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the ATV. Then they sell this armor separately. So the full ATV is going to run you $250, really, with the armor. And of course, Sergeant Steadfast in there sold separately. And he's going to run you $1.25. So that's what you got here. Here's your Shift character. The woman, she's kind of got extrasensory, you know, powers a bit. She can sense things that are going to happen. Once again, all these action figures are 5 points of articulation, you know, obviously. They're $1.25, folks. This is Riptide in his full gear. As you can see, he's ready for underwater action. He's ready to just, you know, blast some Karn to smithereens there. Once again, the coloring. The colors used, really well done. Here's the Synthoid. Okay, now here's the bad guy. He's Karn Synthoid. Looks pretty cool. This is, you know, once again, $1.25. These add-ons here, these weird tentacle, almost Lovecraftian appendages, and his blaster here, he's got the weird wings, apparently allowing him to fly. Oh, yes. These are part of an accessory pack. So there is a Synthoid accessory pack. Oh, yes, there is. Now, the reason why I want to show this guy is that, yes, you're correct. This is a weapon that he uses, and it shoots. So let's take a look at it, shall we? Here we go. There you go. The Karn have their own vehicle. Oh yes, they do. Now check this out. That is one weird ass freaking vehicle. Okay. Currently, I have one of those Venom drones driving it, so I'm going to take him out for a second like that. So there's a good close-up of a Venom drone. As you can see, once again, 5 points of articulation, as with all of the other action figures. That is $1.25, the actual vehicle, the Karn Rover. And, of course, sold separately is the action figure. But you get the vehicle, you put it together, that's $1.25. So my Final Faction rating, overall, for the action figures and the comic book, I would definitely put it at an 8. I mean, considering the cost, absolutely an 8. Well worth the money. There's no doubt about it, you know. I mean, collectors are collecting. Oh, there are rarities in the action figures and so forth with some of these vehicles, you know. So there is a kind of a collector's frenzy. And these Venom characters are not easy to find. Let's put it that way. So that's something that I was able to find extras, and I've got a link in the description. If you're interested, check it out. They're on my eBay store with the limited edition figures. A lot of people are not finding these at their local Dollar Tree. Have a Final Faction kind of day.